Okay, let's give you guys some more practice. So here, find the limit of this as x approaches 0 here. So when you look at the graph, it will look something like this. As x approaches 0, so from the left-hand side, it will approach here, and then approaching from the right-hand side, it will approach somewhere here. So find out this limit as x approaches 0. Okay, so press pause and have a go. Okay, so to do this here, whenever you get given something like this, keep an eye out for one of these three here. Keep an eye out for one of these three. Try to keep an eye out for either this, and remember this here is a negative version of this. So if the limit of this here is 0, if the limit of this here is 0, then the negative version of this will also be 0. So the limit of this will also be 0. Yeah. So keep an eye out for one of these three here. Okay. So anyway, back to this here. Well, if you look at this here, you see one minus cos of x here, 1 minus cos. You see this here. Well, you should be able to spot that this here is, in a way, it's like this middle one here. Okay, 1 minus cos of x over x. 1 minus cos of x over x. Well, anyway, when you're here, hang on. When you're here, yeah. So break this fraction up into one fraction and another fraction here. So to do this here, break up this fraction here. So break it along here. So this is one fraction here over x, and this here is another fraction. Okay, and the good thing is that this here, you see, this is what you've got to keep an eye out on. Well, the limit of this will later be 0. Well, anyway, so here, then this you can break it into here, this break it into here. So you finding out the limit of this whole thing here is the same as you finding out the limit of this, and then find out the limit of this, and then just add the two together. That's the same as you finding out the limit of this. So find out the limit of this, and then find out the limit of this here. Okay, and well, the limit of this here is 0. Oh, the limit of this here is 0, and this one here, well, at the moment you've got 3 times this fraction here. So take the 3 out. There's a theorem that says that you're allowed to do that. So take the 3 out, and then just concentrate on finding out the limit of this. Remember that this here is 0 here. Okay. So so our next step would be so remember we've taken the 3 out. Okay, so the 3 is here, and we are just going to concentrate on finding out the limit of this. And when you're here, the aim is to get this to be the same as this here. So times top and bottom here by 2. Okay, so remember we're just concentrating on finding out the limit of this here. So times by 2. So this 2 here gets multiplied to the top, so it will be here. Okay, that's why you've got a 2 here. And then this stays the same, sine 2x stays the same. And then this 2 times with x here, that will give you this. Okay, and then now notice that these two are the same here. Well, take this 2 out. So that will merge it with a 3. So that will give you 6. And now concentrate on finding out this. The good thing is that these two are the same now. Now, here's the thing. As x approaches 0 here, this bubble here will automatically, well, these two bubbles here will automatically head towards 0. So you can think of this as sine x over x as x tends to 0. As x, well, because, well, you can imagine this as being sine bubble divided by bubble here. The two bubbles are heading towards 0. So when you are here, as x tends to 0, this bubble here will head towards 0. This bubble here will also head towards 0. So you can say that this whole thing here is actually 1. The limit will be 1. So it's just a matter of you getting this times this, and this thing here happens to be 1, so it's just 6 times 1. Now 6 times 1 is 6, not 7. Okay. 6 times 1 is 6 times 1 is 6. If you get stuck on this, you use your fingers or something, but it's not. It's definitely not 7. It is 6. Okay. So the limit is 6. So going back to your graph here. Hang on. The limit here is 6. So going back to the graph here, you can see that this is 5. So this here is 5, and this here is 6. Okay. So the limit is 6.